Hi, it's Mark Johnson. I'm pastor of Life Tabernacle Church in Elkhart, Indiana, and district secretary for the state of Indiana, and have been for about 6 years. I've pastored for 16 and a half years here in Elkhart and pastored for 8.5 years in LaPorte, Indiana. I was saved in Columbus, Georgia. My mother was a backslider. My father was never saved until late in life. He was a sergeant major in the Army and served for 25 years and 3 tours of duty overseas. My mother backslid when she married my father because of traveling. He was not in church. She wanted to escape her home life. And we lived all over the world in the military, 6 months, 9 months, and kept moving. We finally settled when I was about 4 years old in Columbus, Georgia. And we found a church. We went to several churches over a period of time, but eventually we found an apostolic church, very small, wrong side of the tracks kind of church, very poor, just about 2 or 3 families, and extended parts of those families attended the church, and we joined and became part of the church as young people. I'll never forget Joan Shepherd, who prayed with me when I was a little boy, about 4.5 or 5, in the altar, and it was probably one of my first experiences with God, and felt like I'd been the worst of sinners, imagine that, and started a relationship with God at that very young age. Then later in life, 12, 13 years old, I made a very strong commitment to follow Christ. I was influenced by my Sunday school teachers, Harold Shepherd. Randy Blizzard was my youth pastor at the time, and there was another man named Rick who was an earlier Sunday school teacher. These 3 men had a very sizable impact in my life. They called me to be a leader in the class, and the class elected me as president. And I felt like God called me to lead. God called me to be involved in ministry at a very young age. And I was committed to that and went to Bible school when I was just turned 17 years old. Left home and went to ABI to be involved in ministry, and have been involved in ministry in some form or fashion ever since. I'm very thankful that God called me and that I chose at 12 very strongly to attend an apostolic church. My mom had switched churches for a little while, and I chose to go back to a UPC church, and I felt like my commitment to God was really confirmed at that age, and I've never turned back. I've not been perfect in living for God through my teenage years, but I was trying to be very committed to that, and felt a call to preach very early, and have been on that path ever since. So I'm thankful to the Lord that He saved me. Looking forward to being part of the class, and I hope to continue to add to my ministry capabilities and experiences as we move forward in the kingdom.